Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today's video will be on a classic Sudoku created by Philip Newman. The special aspect about this Sudoku is that if you look at the given clues in the Sudoku grid, there are 22 given clues and all these givens are the first 22 digits of pi in order. So pi is 22 by 7. So if you look at all these digits, these clues are the first 22 digits of pi. That's simply fascinating, right? Not one extra clue and not any digit swapping or something. All the digits are in order and all the digits are the first 22 digits of pi. Another important thing is that we had covered a classic a few days back by Philip, and that was also a pi classic, and that also had exactly 22 givens and all the digits of pi in order. So when we made the video at that time, we just saw that it was named pi because it had 314 inside the grid, but we didn't realize that all the given digits are also the digits from pi. So we are stunned to know that fact. Thank you, Philip, for letting us know this in a comment. This is simply an incredible construction, guys. So the rules of the Sudoku are each row, each column and each 3 by 3 box will have digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. So we'll start solving the Sudoku grid now. Okay, any singles? 9, 9. Okay, these two cells will have a 9. Okay, there is a 2 in row 7 and row 8 and 2 in column 2, which means that these two cells will have a 2. There is a 3 in column 1 and 2 and row 7, which means that these two cells will have a 3. So not much in the way of singles, I think. I don't think you can place a single that easily. So if you look at this box, 2, 3, 5, 7 are the givens and you have 1 and 4 in column 1, which means that 1, 4 in box 4 can be locked into 2 cells. These are the 2 cells because they can't be here. And now if you look at these 3 cells, 6, 8 and 9 are the remaining digits. 9 cannot be in rows 5 and 6, so 9 goes here and 8 goes here and 6 goes here because of the 8 here. So we can fill in the remaining digits in column 1, 2, 5, 7, 5 and 7 and 2, 5 and 7. Okay, so 6 is in column 5, 6 is in row 8, which means that 6 must be in one of these cells and that gives a 6 in one of these cells. Classic. So let me look at this side. So if I look at box 6, same idea as this box 4. 3, 5, 8, 9 are the given clues and 2 and 4 is in column 9, which means 2, 4 cannot be in these 3 cells. So we can lock 2, 4 into this box. And which means the remaining digits in column 9 in box 6 must be 1, 6 and 7. So I have a 6 here, so which means this is not a 6. I have a 7 here, which means this is not a 7. And again a 6 is not possible here, so 1 and 7. So which means I can place the 6 here. Oh, I have a 2 also, so which means I can resolve this 4-2 pair and that immediately resolve this 1 and 4 pair. So which means that I can get the 1 and 7 quickly. So a really smooth start to the Sudoku. 4, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3 and 6. So remaining digits are 1, 5 in row 6. And this 5 resolves this 1, 5 pair. 1, 2, 6, 9, 4, 5, 7. So let me place 3 and 8 as the missing digits. So 3 is in column 6, which means that this is a 3 and this would be an 8. 3, 6, 8, 1, 5, 9. So this would be 2, 4, 7. Okay. The 2 pencil mark can be removed from here. This 2 cells will have a 2 in them. So the best place to look now is maybe column 9, 1, 4, 6, 7, 2, 8. Okay, so 3, 5, 9 are the remaining digits. And I have a 5, 9 here, which means this is a 3 and these two digits must be 5 and 9. So I can place the 3's now, I think. 3 is in row 2 and row 3, column 4 and column 6. That gives me a 3 here. And 3 will go into these cells using corner pencil mark. And also if you look at this digits, right guys, 1, 4 can't be here, so 1, 4 has to be in column 7, but we have pencil mark 3 already into one of these two cells, which means that 1, 3 and 4 will take go into these three cells, right? So this becomes 1, 3, 4, which means that the 6 gets pushed into this cell. So 6 has to go here, and so which means these three cells must be 6, 7, 9. There is a 9 here, so this would be 6, 7, and these 9s in this cell will give a 5 here, which gives a 9 here. That completes that column. So these two cells must be 2 and 8, and these two cells must be 5 and 7 for the column. So I don't think anything can be resolved. Yeah, so this 3 removes the 3 from here, so this is 1, 4, and this 4 removes the 4 from here, so this is 1, 3. Okay, 5 in row 2 has only one cell, can't be here, and 5 is in row 2 and box 2 and box 3, so 5 goes here, and that removes the 5 as a candidate from this cell. 1 goes here, classic. So if I look at column 6, I have a hidden single, guys. So look at this cell, 1, 8, 9, 3 and 5. So this cell must only be 2, 4, 6 or 7, but it can't be 2, 4 and 6, which means that this is a 7, this is a 5, this becomes a 7, and this 7 removes the 7 from this cell. So I've noticed Phillips Classics to have a really smooth start at the beginning of the solve, and then progressively it becomes harder. So it's kind of a pattern in his classics. 1, 8, 9, 3, 5, 7. So remaining digits are 2, 4, 6. There is a 2 here. So this is 4, 6. 7 is removed from here, and this will be a 2 and 6. Okay, so where do I look at now? There are very few clues or givens here. Let me look somewhere here. Okay, 7 is in column 3 and 7 is in rows 2 and 9. So which means that rows 8 and 9, I'm sorry. So which means 7 must be in these cells. So if I look at this cell, this is very restricted. 1, 5, 7, 4 and 6 and 2 and 3. So this must be 8 and 9. 1, 5, 7, 4, 6, 2, 3. Oh, you have an 8 too. So this must be a 9. A hidden single. Nice. So which means that 9 must be in one of these cells, but this 9 immediately resolves the 9. So 9 goes here. So 9 in row 1 and 3 gives a 9 here. So which means this would be a 6, 7. So 2, 3, 6, 8, 9 in row 7, and this cell cannot take a 4. So this must be 1, 5 and 7. Okay, so I look at column 2, again 6 digits, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 9, so 1, 7, 8, so this is 7, 8, this is 1 and 8 because of the 7 here. Oh, you have a 5 here, so 5 can be removed from here, so this is a 1 and 7, so this will be 1, 4, 5, 7, right, can be all digits. So let me look at this cell. So if you see my solve, most of my solves will predominantly focus on rows or columns which are heavily constrained, and you will also notice that I rarely write more than 3 candidates in a cell. So in this classic Sudoku 2, I am focusing on cells which are constrained. So if you look at this cell, row 2 column 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 and 9. So this cell can only be 6, 7 and 8. I rarely write more than 3 candidates in a cell. Okay, and this cell has to be 2, 6 and 8, can't be 7 and cannot be 1, 4, 9, 3 and 5. So which means that we can corner pencil mark 7 into these cells. So let us look at this cell. This is also constrained. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6 and 7. So this will be 8 and 9, right? So that doesn't seem to be much in the grid. Okay, there is something going on here, guys. So if you look closely, yes. So at this point we have a beautiful logic in the grid. So if you guys want to find that logic yourself, please pause the video here. I'll pause myself for maybe 5 seconds. Okay. So at this point we have a Y wing in the grid, guys, or you can say an XY wing. So if you look at these cells, the highlighted cells, they form digits in the pattern AB. A can be considered to be 2 and B can be considered to be 7. So BC here 7 and 8, C is considered to be 8 and AC here. So when you have digits in such a pattern, so you where you have a hinge cell which is having an effect on both the wing cells, so these are the wing cells, right? So when you have such patterns, you can eliminate the digit which is common between the wing cells. So these are the wing cells from the cells which have an effect on both of these cells. So only these two cells, if you look carefully, only these two cells have an effect on row 1 column 1 and row 3 column 8. So which means that you can eliminate the common digit from these cells. So 2 can be eliminated from these two cells. 2 is the common digit from row 1 column 1 and row 3 column 8. So 2 can be eliminated here. Because what happens if you have a 2 in this cell is that, so let's say I have a 2 here, this becomes 8 and this becomes 7, and that removes both the possibilities from the hinge cell. So this is what a Y wing is. We have covered many videos on the channel previously on Y wings. So please check our classic Sudoku playlist, and if you play out all the videos, you'll definitely become much stronger in spotting Y wings. This is a really powerful technique in classic Sudokus, and it is important to master such techniques. So Y wings need not be restricted over 2 boxes. They can sometimes be spread across 4 boxes also. So you'll have 1 digit here, maybe you'll have 1 digit here, you'll have maybe 1 digit here, and the 4th digit may somewhere be here. It may be spread across 4 boxes too, not necessarily 2 boxes. But in this case we have a Y wing 2 7 7 8 7 8. I mean 2 8 digits of the pattern AB, BC and AC. There must be a hinge cell which sees both of the wing cells, and you can eliminate the common digit from the cells which see both of these wing cells. So in this case this cannot be a 2. Beautiful. So this will be an 8. This becomes 2. So that's all. I was hoping that it will set a continuous trend of digits. So 1 2 3 5 9. So this must be 4 6 and 8, and this can't be a 6, so this must be 4 7 and 8. So 1 3 5 8 9. So these two digits must be 2 4 6 and 7. There is a 2 here, so this must be 4 6 and 7. There is a 7 here, this must be 2 4 and 6. Okay, there is a 9 here, so 9 in row 9 as well, so we miss this. So this digit must be a 9, which means I can remove the 9 pencil mark from here. I actually hope for more from this, guys, but it isn't. It just gave us 2 digits, not a problem. Let us see if there is something in the grid. So I'm noticing something here. 4 is in these cells, right? So can we use that? Okay, let me look at row 8. Row 8 seems to have become constrained. 4 6 7 9 2 and 5, right? So which means that the remaining digits must be 1 3 8. So this can't be a 3, so this would be a 1 8, and this is not a 1, so this is a 3 8. So I'll remove the highlighting from these cells. Two 7 7 8 1 7 1 8. Is there something going on here? Okay, 8 is in these two cells. 8 is in these two cells. Okay, awesome. So there is a beautiful logic. I'm not going to name the logic at this point. So again, if you guys want to find it out yourself, please pause the video here and find the amazing logic hidden here. It's nice, guys. Nice to spot such things. Okay, so the logic hidden at this point is a skyscraper technique, guys. So we have covered a video also on this technique. If you look at these cells, if you look at these 4 cells in columns 2 and 4, you'll notice that 8 in column 2 can only go into these cells, and 8 in column 4 can only go into these cells. So which means that 8 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? Must at least be in one of these 2 cells, because if it is not in these 2 cells, then 8 in column 2 and 8 in column 4 will both go in row 9, and that will lead to a contradiction, right? Which means that, so 8 must be in one of these cells, so you can remove 8 from cells which see both of these cells. Beautiful, right? So which means that you basically can eliminate 8 from all these cells. Although in this case you have some digits placed already, so 8 could have been eliminated from all these cells if you are to deduce that 8 must be in one of these cells, because if you have 8 anywhere here, then 8 will be removed from both of these cells and 8 is being forced into both of these cells. Superb, right? Amazing. Y-wing, skyscraper, all these techniques are really nice to see. So what we can do basically is that we can remove the 8 from here and the 8 from here. So I will really request you to check out our classic Sudoku playlist. So we have covered most of these techniques previously. So which means that 4, 7, okay, nothing much here. Okay, we have a pair, guys, 2, 6, superb. So we got a pair because of the skyscraper logic, which means that I can remove the 6 from here. So this becomes 7, 8. Lovely, guys. And that 7, 8 gives a 4 here. Superb, guys. Superb classic. So much fun. So this 4 removes the 4 from here. And 4, 7 gives a 6 here. This can't be 4, 7. And that gives a 7 here, a 6 here. Now we have set the Sudoku on fire, guys. It's going to get over soon. So 4 and 6. Okay, so that gives an 8 here, which means this is a 7. And that 7 gives a 1 here and an 8 here. So 7 gives a 2 here, a 6 here and a 4 here. Box 1 is completed. So this 6 gives a 2 here, a 4 here and a 6 here. Column 6 completed. So 4 gives 7 and a 2. And this 7 resolves this 7, 8 pair, and that completes the column. So this must be a 4. And which means we can fill these digits. So this must be a 4 due to classic. And there must be a 1, 3 pair here. Okay, 1, 2, 9, 3, 4, 6, 8. Remaining digits are 5 and 7. So a 7 is in column 5. So this becomes a 5, this becomes a 7, this becomes a 5 for the column. And these 2 cells must be 2 and 3. So that gives a 2 here due to this 2, and that gives a 3 here, a 1 here, 8 here, a 3 here and a 1 here. And with that we have completed this super marvelous Sudoku by Philip. It was so much fun to solve, spotting the Y-wing and the skyscraper. So perfect Sudoku. So harder Sudokus should expect the solvers to find some tough technique, after which you should be getting the digits quickly. So here after Y-wing we couldn't get many digits, but after the skyscraper the Sudoku just fell down. It was so much fun to solve. So hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this video. Do let us know your thoughts in comments. We'll be back soon to see you again with a video. Take care until then. Bye bye.